As a woman that is starting out in that career, to see another woman that has been successful.
BYU's dropping percentage of female faculty causes distress amongst female students.
You don't really realize how serious cancer is until it affects someone you really love.
Thousands of people laced up their running shoes to participate in this year's Cougs Against Cancer run.
Soon-to-be BYU graduates pick up caps, gowns, and other graduation regalia. Welcome to Universe Live. I'm Emmeline Blythe.
And I'm Miori Kennedy. It's Thursday, March 21st, 2024. We celebrated International Women's Day not long ago, yet Women's Month continues.
Universe Live's Yvette Galvez has more on what we can do for women this month.
Professors from the Global Women's Studies Department tell me there are different ways you can celebrate women in March. You can go to events on campus, and there's action you can personally take.
We talk about how we experience the world in terms
BYU
of
professor
gender
Chrissy
and
Coles-Charles is adjunct faculty in the English department. Currently, she is teaching Intro to Global Women's Studies.
Sometimes we don't highlight specific groups of people. It's fun to have like a time to remind us to do that.
Charles says there are events Global Women's Studies holds to talk about women's issues. Additionally, the International Cinema and other departments on campus are highlighting all women this month. This art exhibit in downtown Provo showcases both Heavenly Mother and Heavenly Father.
There's so many different arenas where women have made a difference that are not known. It's a kind of a time when we can highlight women that have not been historically highlighted or noticed.
Comparative Literature and Scandinavian Studies professor Julie Allen also teaches classes for Global Women's Studies.
Women's stories are everybody's stories. Everybody's got a mother.
She shares what we can do individually to celebrate this month.
We take a moment in March to say, I'm going to learn something about a woman in my ancestry, or a woman in my culture, or a woman in my community, and know something more.
Allen says that there is no need to fear that celebrating women will denigrate men. She encourages to celebrate diversity and learning about others' experiences. There is currently an exhibit on women in nursing in the library, and there will be events not only at BYU, but around Provo and Salt Lake City. Reporting for Universe Live on the BYU campus, I'm Yvette Galvez.
Thanks, Yvette.
Professors at BYU are famous for helping students transition from the classroom to the workplace. Mentorship is a strong tradition at BYU, but not all students get mentorship from professors of their gender. Belle Lewis is in studio to tell us how BYU's faculty gender gap influences female students. Belle?
At BYU, female students hold on to a very slim majority. BYU Enrollment Services confirmed that 51% of students on campus are women. The numbers tell a very different story for female professors who make up approximately 35% of BYU teaching staff.
Something that feels true to you.
Junior Addie Erickson changed her major last year. Animation and media arts have one important thing in common. They both have only one female professor.
I honestly didn't meet any of the female faculty.
Addie wants a mentor, but one professor is not enough for her major.
Not enough necessarily for one woman to be there because of the fact that we do need more support, and women make up 50% or more of the population.
The School of Humanities released a statement calling on the university to recognize the extra demands placed upon female faculty to do professional housekeeping or emotional labor, particularly in their informal mentoring of students. Human development major Rachel Leifson is inspired by their dedication to career and family, a balance she hopes to have in the future.
So many incredible women who do have really strong family values, but also are so smart.
Addie looks forward to seeing more female mentors in her major. She hopes that more women will go into film with female professors to show them it's possible.
It would be helpful as a woman that is starting out in that career to see another woman that has been successful.
She also calls on BYU to increase the number of female professors.
A little bit more to help us feel like we're actually a part and a key role in the programs.
Activities that you like to do and make you feel that.
Media Relations Manager Todd Hollinghouse confirms that 35% of professors are women. This is down from 2020 when 36% of professors were women. For Universe Live on the campus of Brigham Young University, I'm Belle Lewis.
Thanks, Belle. It certainly seems like women professors help these students as mentors.
Graduation is drawing closer for thousands of BYU students. Future BYU graduates attended the grad fair on campus last week. Hundreds of students passed through to pick up a cap and gown and scope out alumni swag. These students are experiencing some of their last days on BYU campus.
I'm really excited about graduating. I've been looking forward to this for so long. So excited to be outside of the testing center and into the community to apply the values that I learned at BYU, to feel like it's coming full circle.
Students like Caitlin Erickson are counting down the days until the commencement ceremony. If you missed the grad fair, don't worry. You can still order a cap and gown online at graduation.byu.edu. The ceremony for students graduating this academic year will take place on April 25th.
BYU's more than 30,000 enrolled students may feel like an overwhelming number to some incoming BYU freshmen. Universe Live's Audrey Hill gives us a deeper look into how first-year mentors play a part in making the new BYU freshmen feel at home.
Every freshman student at BYU is assigned a peer mentor. These mentors aim to answer student questions, give information about resources on campus, and talk about BYU life in general.
First-year mentors are trained upperclassmen that help guide BYU students through their first fall and winter semesters. One such first-year mentor is BYU sophomore Brenna McBride. McBride currently mentors 45 students.
I get to help people know that they're cared for and that because I do really care for each one of my students, and I get so excited anytime I see them.
McBride says she makes an effort to connect with each of her students as often as possible and be their friend through their new college experiences.
It's just really cool getting to be with them and getting to spend time with them and learn from them, because I learn from them just as much as I feel like I teach them or mentor them.
First-year mentors provide students with support in their studies and social life while giving them information about BYU resources.
I think that's one of the coolest things I've learned about BYU is how much they care for their students, because there are so many resources.
Mentor Jillian Bunderson explains that her peer mentor was highly influential in her first year at BYU.
To have someone on the outside to just talk to and kind of discuss the problems I was facing was so beneficial for me.
Bunderson hopes to be the same kind of resource to her students as her mentor was to her.
I'm not their mom. I don't have a certain life plan for them. I just want them to succeed in whatever way they see success to be.
First-year students can find mentor information on the First Year Experience website. Students who wish to become mentors can also find information on this website. On the BYU campus for Universe Live, I'm Audrey Hill.
Cancer touches many people's lives. Many students, faculty, and staff at Brigham Young University are raising money to make a difference. We join Universe Live reporter Candace Contreras at the annual Cougs vs. Cancer 5K.
Yes, it seems the snow and the rain decided to take a break specifically for this event. Here at the track at Brigham Young University, family, friends, and students gathered for the Cougs Against Cancer event.
3, 2, 1.
This year marks the 29th BYU's Cougs vs. Cancer run. The 5K race honors former BYU president Rexy Lee, who died from lymphoma cancer in 1995.
I was also here for my cousin, Roman Groves.
Female 20 to 29.
He fought through cancer and just came out of it in January. And he was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma.
Ty Jenks has firsthand experience with the profound impact a cancer diagnosis can have on a family.
He was definitely fighting for his life, and fortunately, you don't really realize how serious cancer is until it affects someone you really love.
The race means so much to Jenks and so much to Sydney Blair.
I lost my mom. My stepdaughters lost their mom to cancer, and we have a daughter right now that's fighting Hodgkin's lymphoma.
The two joined more than 1,300 other participants, ranging in ages from 5 to 80 years old. Some ran, others jogged, while some opted to walk the 5K. What was it like getting past the finish line?
Very easy in this case. It's called old age.
Many runners shared stories of family members who passed from cancer or are currently in remission.
It was so fun to see the huge group here take off from the starting line, and just a great feeling in the stadium.
The 5K run brings people together with similar experiences and provides a way to raise funds to help those who are struggling with cancer.
I hope it gets bigger and bigger, and then we can just raise money for cancer research.
Don't forget to register for next year, which will be the 30th anniversary, an event you don't want to miss. For Universe Live at Brigham Young University, I'm Candace Contreras.
Thank you, Candace. What an amazing turnout for such an important cause. All proceeds from the event support the Simmons Center for Cancer Research.
BYU's Japanese Student Association held its annual Spring Festival, or Harumatsuri, on March 8th. Booths with games and activities are typically found in traditional Japanese festivals. Festivals like this one are common in Japanese culture and popular among students in high school. JSA Club President Yuka Shimoji says a Nintendo Switch Smash Bros. Competition was new this year. Something else new was the Hinamatsuri doll display.
I love seeing guests come into the festival and enjoying Japanese cultures, and I love that they're having fun.
Shimoji says some of the visitors are new to the festivities here. Others, however, are natives from Japan and can enjoy something familiar. She says students and teachers at BYU work together for weeks to make this festival happen. Shimoji says the Spring Festival is a good place for people who are curious about Japanese culture to experience and learn more about it.
Coming up, the purchase of restoration properties has people talking.
We get to become stewards over these wonderful historical properties.
Hear more about the stewardship and current reactions shortly.
All I really need is my faith in God, my family, and my spirituality.
We'll show you how Muslims on campus observe their holiest month of Ramadan.
Missionary opportunities are expanding. We'll give you a look into two of the many ways missionaries are currently providing service.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. Remember the best planned 90 minutes of your life? Or that surprise party for your parents' golden anniversary? You get the golden planning. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
March 10th was the beginning of Ramadan, a holy month for the Muslim faith. Ramadan will last until April 9th.
Universe Live's reporter Rayhana Wilson has some insight on what this month really means to Muslims.
Ramadan is the holiest month for Islam. Muslims consider it a sacred month because they believe the angel Gabriel revealed the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad during this time.
Ramadan is a month of fasting. It lasts about 29 or 30 days, and we fast every day from